And it's like, the whole world can go against you, but Ivy won't. Since I've been a little girl, I never would go against you.
Now, I love these type of topics because I'm always curious to see how the comments gonna look after ish like this. So before we get into what Boosie's daughter said about her father, I gotta let y'all hear what Boosie said about his lesbian daughter, all right? This might shock some people. Some of y'all might agree with this, but listen.
So when your daughter came out and told you she was gay,
it was nothing. I mean, she still can't bring her situation to our house. My daughter is grown.
well, why? She's wrong.
Because I don't want it to contaminate her other. It's a generation we raising. I don't want her to get contaminated to her other 6, 7 sisters who look up to her. I want them to bring me grandchildren the right way.
Yeah, Boosie crazy.
If I want grandchildren the right way, that's what I'ma stand on. You know, if I don't want my other little girl to look at that and say, "What's that, Daddy?"
Contaminated.
To somebody she looks up to, it's not gonna come around. My grandpa didn't let it. My daddy didn't let it. And I didn't let it. I just hope the one under me, when they take this throne, they don't let it. Because that's not what our family believe in. Like you say, we Southern Baptist.
Now, this was a recording. I don't know if y'all could hear the people in the crowd, but some of the people was like, damn, what? Boosie crazy, all right? Now, this was his daughter's response.
I really don't even know where to start for real, because this ain't even my character. I don't really be getting on here and giving y'all what y'all want. But I feel like my daddy want me to give y'all what y'all want, and he want me to give him what he want as well. Okay, so he always speaking on my sexuality. The whole world know that. And it been about 2 years now that I'll be quiet. I keep quiet on the shit. I wouldn't say nothing. You know, I just go with the flow. I did everything in my power to understand that this is my father, regardless. Like, I'm gonna accept him and love him for who he is. So, I just seen he recently did an interview with Carisha, and he used the word contaminating. And putting my siblings in it with that. If you know me, this shit make me so mad. If you know me, I love and respect my siblings with everything in me. And they respect me and love me with everything in them. When you getting on their nerves, I'm who they call. My siblings, most of my siblings, teenagers. Teenagers you don't want to let grow up. But okay. Another thing. You keep speaking on me gay. You keep doing interviews and I don't say nothing, right? The first ever interview you did, you said you found out I was gay, that I like girls and I had a girlfriend from a picture that went viral. That was a lie. I let that slide. I never addressed it. You found out I was gay a year before that. The incident happened in Jamaica when I was a gay B-word, when you called me a gay B-word. So if the world really knew all the things and the hurtful things you told me before and I forgave you, you wouldn't even understand.
I gotta say this. Remember when Boosie was getting into it with his other daughter? The one I don't even think come around anymore. Remember the one he was talking about? She got a train ran on her. And I remember thinking, why would you even say that about your daughter? And I fuck with Boosie. But I don't agree with all the shit he do. I think a big part of this situation with his lesbian daughter is his career is so built in the streets, he's afraid to embrace his daughter because he's scared of what the streets will think about that. Because so many people praise him when he says, I'm not for the gay agenda, when he was going that Lil Nas X. And I remember I had an issue with it, but when I saw some gay people come out and say they don't feel like Boosie is homophobic, I said, well, okay then. He got his opinion about the situation, but if other gay people, look, I'm not gay, but if other gays saying they okay with it, that's cool. Even though I know a lot of other gay people that don't F with Boosie at all. But the fact that it was some that came out in defense of him, I said, okay, I just kind of went on business as usual. I report on Boosie when he got something to say, that's cool. But I notice every time he says something about this quote unquote gay agenda that a lot of people think is going on, a lot of the streets and a lot of people who agree with that fuck with him. So if he said, hey, that's my daughter, she lesbian, I'm cool with it, I think he's afraid of what people would say, like, oh my God, Boosie, how could you be cool with this? We ain't down for this. When it's like, bro, you a grown ass man. You got to be bigger than the streets' expectations of you. The streets, although they support you and they love you, but if they can't understand that you got a lesbian daughter and you love your daughter, it's something wrong with them. Because when it get to the point where it's your daughter and you talking about contaminated and this and that, then you can't be mad if somebody say, oh, you got a hatred for people of the LGBTQ community.
And no matter how you feel, at the end of the day, nigga, I'm your blood. I am your daughter. And me, I feel like I done been through the most with you. And every time I turn around, it's like you bash me. It's like you bash me. And it's like the whole world can go against you, but Ivy won't. Since I've been a little girl, I never would go against you. And I think I'm really fed up. And you get to talking about God. Like, I don't know my God. He talking about God and how I grew up. I know my God from Nita, from my mama. My mama sent me scriptures every morning. My mama put me in the church home. I don't recall not one time I'm ever getting up with you and you taking me to the Lord's house. I don't never recall it. I didn't learn that from you. I learned to hustle from you. I learned to not let nobody play with me from you, even if it's you. You get what I'm saying? And it's crazy because I never downplayed you. I never said you was a bad father, because you not. You gonna make sure your kid's straight. You always gonna do that. But emotionally, mentally, you suck. You suck, bruh. And I know you suck with that because You rather go to the internet and have a conversation with the internet about your kids before you come to us and have that conversation. He done did about 6, 7 interviews about me being gay, right? He never not have one sit down with me, myself, just him and Aviana, and ask me why you became that way, Fat. What triggered you? It never been that. Every question y'all asking him, and he giving y'all them answers. If I go ask him that, he wouldn't give me an answer. You know what I'm saying? He don't. The things that he do, bruh, I would have never thought he would do. And it's like, I came to the point to where yesterday, it just really did it to me. Because I'm like, bro, I would always not say something because I would feel like I'm not finna get on here and disrespect my pops. I'm not finna get on here and go against the grain and go against my daddy. Nobody finna make me do that. But it's like, you making me do that. They not even making me do that. You making me do that, nigga, because you steady speaking on me. You steady, like, I would respect if you just say, just one time, just say, my daughter know how I feel about that. Can we move on to the next question? I can never get that from you. If y'all go look at my interviews, y'all will see. Anytime they try to make it like my daddy don't fuck with me or he this and that, I say he love me regardless. This my pops. I ain't going against him. Y'all ain't gonna turn me against him. I always stood on it.
And look, I'll give Boosie that. He does seem to be a good father. His daughter is saying that. I've covered Boosie doing this big one for his children's birthday party. I think at one time he gave Poison Ivy a whole bunch of money for her birthday. I might have covered that a long time ago. But I also want to say, every time people have an issue with Boosie and gay people, they always bring up his daughter. And a lot of people say, oh, he always quiet about his lesbian daughter. And I think some of that might have got to Boosie's head, like, oh, y'all think I won't say nothing about my own daughter? But also at the same time, why do people want him to bash his daughter? I think that's weird too. Because I get it. You want him to keep the same energy about his kids. But it's still his daughter. Like, what do you gain out of Boosie having something to say about gay people, but also bashing his daughter? If anything, if Boosie is or was a little more silent about Poison Ivy at certain times, because you see, to her, she feel like he always talking about it. But I saw this tweet. Hold on. See, look, it say Boosie had a lot to say about Dwayne Wade's son, but he's not so vocal when it comes to his daughter, Poison Ivy. But like I just said, to her, he always talking about it. But at the same time, if you feel like that, why don't you respect the fact that at least he shows his daughter some type of restraint? But obviously, you know, his daughter feel like he shit on her just like he shit on the rest of gay people.
It's like, I feel like you just don't be caring. You just don't care about my feelings no more. You just don't care about my heart. Because you're entitled to feel how you feel. You're entitled to your own opinion. Everybody is. Everybody is. And then another thing, I take a lot of backlash from you. I take a lot of backlash from you, Pops. Like a lot of people be scared to work with me. A lot of people don't want to work with me. A lot of opportunities have been missed because you are my father. But that's something I can't change. You know what I'm saying? So I don't go around like, I don't fuck with that nigga anyway because he don't fuck with me. I don't do that just so I can get on. You know what I'm saying? And with this music shit, if you broadcast my music the way you broadcast me being gay, maybe I'll be further than what I am. But you so worried about me being gay, you can't even see my true talent. The world always talking about, I know your dad is so proud of you. He should be so proud of you and all that. Man, I don't remember the last time he told me that. I don't remember the last time I got that from him. And I'm always grateful. It don't matter what he gives me. It don't matter. And I barely even ask him for something. That's why I want my own so bad. That's why I'm hosting the debut. That's why I'm trying to do little features. That's why I'm doing little interviews, because I want my own. I want my own, and he know that. He know that, bro. Like, that don't make no sense. I pay for most of my videos. I pay for most of this. You're not doing nothing. You're not supporting me like you should. And I don't hold that against you. I don't hold that against you. I still love you. I still don't downplay you, talk about you. But I'm tired of sparing. I'm tired of sparing, and I'm tired of just feeling like I'm just letting you play with me because you my pops. I'm tired of feeling like that. And I love you regardless. I'm always going to love you. But there's no way I'm finna keep letting you speak on me, and I'm not going to speak on you. There's no way I can't do that. And for the people that do support me and do know Ivy, I appreciate you. With everything in my heart, I appreciate y'all for allowing me to just be myself, express myself through this music, through YouTube channels, anything I want to do. I appreciate y'all. You know what I'm saying? And it's fucked up because the haters, like, that's something I can be used to. Like, they don't know me. They can comment on my life and do what they want. That's something that I can't let get me upset. You though, like, you know me. You my daddy. You don't continue to down me. You don't do that. You don't do that, especially if I ain't never do it to you. I ain't never done that to you. It's certain things that the world would never know that I'll take to my grave for you, and you know that. You know that. It's certain things that I know, certain conversations that you done told me, certain hurtful words you done told me, that half of the people that still respect you wouldn't even respect you. And you know this. You know this, bruh. But I'm really kind of disappointed that I had to come on here and do this, and I let it get to me like this. But, bruh, I feel like this is the only way I can feel better. And y'all probably say, why you don't call him? Why you don't go to him? Why he don't call me and come to me? Why he don't do me that? So, with that being said, that'll be my last time speaking on it. As long as it's his last time speaking on it. And it probably won't be. I'll just put this, I use my music to vent. And if y'all would have been listening, y'all would have been hearing little things in my music, because that's what I use to vent. That's what I use to cope. So in October, I'll drop a new project. Y'all subscribe to my YouTube channel. Subscribe to me and Jordan YouTube channel. Ivy and Jordan. And I pray that everybody just keep being them. Be you. Because you. And at the end of the day, everybody is human. You human, I'm human, and he human too, if he don't know it. So, yeah. Damn, I'm back on the contaminating, because why would you even say that? Like, you make it sound like I'm, like, ill or something. Like, nigga, what? Like, contaminating. If anything, you're contaminating. How about that? You got a whole song about two girls kissing in the backseat. You've been performing this since I was about 3-4 years old. So what you talking about? You still performing on the stage now. If that ain't contaminating, then what is?
All right. It's hard to watch a child crying because she wish her father would be a father. I'm not a parent, and I know it's tough. And this is a real problem in the black community. This whole, when your kid is gay and you wasn't brought up like that, and I get it. You know, Boosie's generation, he said, my father didn't believe in it. My mom, you know, I get that. But at a certain point, it's like, it's almost like politics, right? I think I talked to my mama about this the other day. I said, when people do this thing where if somebody come in the house and they say, you know, I'm a Trump supporter, and the other family member is a Kamala supporter, and they let that political conversation get in between a family relationships and dynamics, that's fucked up. It should never be that serious. But unfortunately, sports, politics, and now sexual orientation or sexuality is one of these taboo things that is breaking up families. And in the black community, we already got enough pulling us apart. You can have your opinion about it. Look, I'll tell y'all the truth. I got some friends that I grew up with that was gay. And if I went to a party around them and shit started going a certain way, I would dip. Did they have an issue with that? Yeah. And they brought it to me. Hey, why you always leave at this part of the party? Because that ain't me. We can have a conversation. They respect it. It is what it is. You see what I'm saying? That's how Boosie should treat this conversation with his daughter. You don't have to like it, love it, say it's something you believe in, but you should still respect your daughter. You should still respect your seed. I just wonder how Boosie felt if he watched this video and watched his daughter crying like that. I will never forget, and this is why I kind of got a soft spot for people in the LGBT community, because I saw a lot of this crazy shit firsthand. I remember being in high school. It was a nigga in my high school. He was mad, flaming gay. I remember one time his mama came to the school, and I saw them in the office together, and I had never heard this nigga. He was like, yeah, blah, 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 blah. Every time I see him, ha, 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 ha. He had to change his whole personality just to be around his mama. And then later on, people said, like, yeah, like, if he acts a certain type of way, his mama will kick him out the house. I said that story to say it was another person who I was actually cool with. That was just somebody who went to my high school. We wasn't friends or nothing like that. I just saw him walking around the hallways. This other person, when I was in middle school, me and this dude used to be cool. And I remember all of a sudden, I just stopped hearing from him. The rumor was he came out as gay and his mama kicked him out of the house. It was crazy to me because his mama spoiled him. You know, y'all remember when Coogee was hot? He had all the Coogee, all of this, the Jordans, all of that. But as soon as his mama found out he was gay, he kicked her out. I saw him maybe a year or two later at Fairlane Mall. If you from Michigan, you know Fairlane Mall. And I'm like, yeah, bro, what happened to you? He was like, you know, like, and look, I obviously knew he was gay. He was dressed gay. He was with like 5 or 6 other gay dudes. So obviously he gay, but he had never told me, but he was like, you know, yeah, I'm gay and my mama put me on the streets. So I just had to go get it. I ain't had time for like childish games and friends like that. I had to go get it. And it was what it was. I respected it. At the time, I was like, I don't know. I don't know if I felt some type of way. I was like, I don't know why you couldn't tell me you was gay like I would care. I felt like he thought I would like bash him if he was gay. But at the same time, I had to realize during that time, it was probably a lot of people who, you know, turned against him because he was gay. So, you know, when I got older, I was like, damn, that's crazy how your parent could just basically discommunicate with you just because you gay. And I think that's where I started having a soft spot for gay people. So now when I'm in the hoods of Detroit, you don't see me kind of conducting a lot of those conversations. And I stand up for people because, you know, as straight people, we don't know that other side. You know, I could go have a baby. My mama I could have a baby when I'm 15. My mama not gonna be mad because I had the baby. She gonna be mad because of the financial responsibility, not because I'm out there getting coochie. You know, your father, he gonna congratulate you when, you know, you might get an STD and he might be like, well, at least you out there getting it. Like, as straight people, it's a different dynamic. But with gay people, if you don't have certain type of parents, it's tough. It's tough, and I've seen it firsthand. And I'm lucky enough to feel like I got parents that, let's say if I was in that position, I don't think it would be too crazy. But, you know, I look at my parents and I got to realize everybody ain't got parents like that. You know what I mean? And that's tough. So, you know, I feel for Boosie's daughter going through this. But let me know what y'all think about this, man. Like the video and subscribe. We'll be back tomorrow with some more bangers. We out. Peace.